Good morning and welcome to In Search of Prosperity Sisterhood. I am so glad to see you ladies this morning. What a day. I was reminded of the little, I like puns, but I'm not always like on top of them. So today is March 4th. So we should march forth. We talk a lot about confidence in this group. And so as things come up for you, as they shine light on things in your world, share them, raise your hand, jump in the chat. Throw something in the chat that you want to talk about in the live chat later. If you're on the replay, ask the question, do the thing. Answer the questions that I ask as I just throw them out to the group. So as we start this morning, in writing my notes today, I was focused on March Madness and that just kind of idea and how it's my understanding, again, could be totally wrong or different or something, but it kind of started with sports. And to me, that made me think like it started maybe in sports, but then it went into department stores and you had sales and it became a thing, right? A trend or something you do in March, right? So the first question I wrote down was, what games are you no longer playing? Made me think about stereotypes and challenges and the status quo and just culture in general. Like, what games are you just not going to play? We've talked about saying no to things before. And I'm curious, maybe just write it down, jot it down for yourself. I'm no longer playing this game, whatever that is. Excuse me while I tend to Mary on the side here, who decided not to nap this morning. What games are you no longer playing? Is there a stereotype that you've been feeding into that you're just like, that's not worth my energy? Or I don't want that to define me anymore. Or why do I focus on the thing I don't like? Right? So then switching that to what games am I playing? What am I saying yes to? What am I standing for and no longer standing for? Right? Because sometimes when we play into things, you become part of that, whether you like it or not. So what are you now standing for? What do you believe in now? It's your game. It's your rules, right? If we say there are no rules, you're the one that makes the rules. So if this was your game, what would you call it? Have fun with that. Kathy, I see you raising your hand.
Well, I just thought that was a really, really good question that could be so many things, like you just said. And I don't know, do you want us to answer what came to my mind?
Sure.
What comes to my mind, and I'm guess maybe I'm speaking about this for myself, but is no longer the game of comparison. Comparison kills your confidence. So I thought that was a really good question.
Comparison made me think of the word context. Like so much comparison these days is just taken out of context anyway, which is a game in itself. So then something I want to kind of lead into throughout the month is a pricing and offer workshop. And so I go into like, what confidence do you have in yourself? So if you were on a team, if you were compared, right? What is your competitive edge? you are your core product. At least in this group, like I cater more towards solo entrepreneurs, right? Yes, you may have things that you outsource, but really you are your core product. And there's pieces to that where it's like, what makes me like part of their team, prospective client's team, right? What piece of their team do I fulfill, or life do I fulfill, or journey do I fulfill, or just what they're looking for out of a product or service? How do you back that up with your confidence? Maybe list some things that are saying to you, like, this is different about me, or the way I play this game, or the way I produce results for my clients. What confidence do you have in yourself? And by that, you'll be able to know and ask for your worth. With your head held high, look them in the eyes, shake their hand, do the thing, making that offer without having to play the game of this March Madness that we talk about, where you make your own rules and you don't have to put it on sale. You don't have to give a discount. You guys know I like taglines and things. And I wrote, offer a script, not a discount. Share with them your worth. Share with them your mission. Share with them what you're doing to challenge the status quo of what you're offering. Offer that script, those words. They don't need a discount. I'm here to tell you, they don't need a discount. So sometimes we've been in that world of needing or thinking we need to play that numbers game, when really it's the other pieces of value. It's our confidence. It's what we bring to the table. It's our experiences, how we defy those stereotypes or definitions of what we do, because we're not just XYZ. I'm not just a motivational coach, right? There's so much more. And so when we share with them how we're going to challenge them and what we're going to do to back them up by playing our game that they don't need to play, right? Because you've done the research, you've done the things. When you offer them a script and not a discount or a shiny object, you are standing in your confidence and you're playing the long game. So I'm curious, as we go into our discussion, today is short and sweet session. As we go into our discussion, I'm curious what rules you follow and what rules you intend to break every day. Like, because really, rules don't exist. We've said that before in this group. And so in what ways are you defying those stereotypes? Are you challenging your own status quo? Or your client's status quo? And in turn, we change culture. And it starts in our hearts, and it starts in our level of confidence for ourselves to change the culture of our own heart and our own business and in our own lives. We can help spearhead that in other people's hearts, in other people's lives, in other people's cultures. So again, I'm curious, what are those pieces, your core product that brings you confidence? So with that, we're going to go into our live discussion. And we are going to make up our own rules and break a few along the way. So as we come back, if you have questions on a replay, shoot me a message, join us live in our next session, whatever that might be for you. And we're going to go into our live discussion. Thanks, ladies.